This is it. Opening day. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. In this era of player empowerment, it's often the stars' prerogative to change teams. And so often, they choose the destination markets. For the small market teams, that leaves one option.
It always does. Thank you, DA. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
Here we go.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Then it's DeRozan, then it's Payne, and it's Durant in at the force line. And for the Pistons, Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there with Grant, and it's Joseph into the point. Now here's Durant, following the miss by Jeremy Grant. Payne's shot is good. And for those teams that suffered a harsh ending to last season, Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. Here's Joseph. Payne grabs the board.
Good job to stay on him and not give him a good look. Turned an easy shot into a very tough one.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Cunningham after Chicago picking up the basket just moments ago. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. He had to bring much faster help than that.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Bay with it. Back to Joseph. Grant outside. It's tipped. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. And Levine throws it down.
Chemistry. I mean, Levine has with these guys. Isn't it evident? Tremendous at finishing off these alley-oops.
Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course. That was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Offensive rebound. And Durant sends it back. Grant sets a screen for Joseph. Shot clock at 6. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Ball. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Durant finds DeRozan. And Ball slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Joseph looking over the floor. Back to Grant. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Deflected by Payne.
And checking out some stats for Levine. Last season, he played outstanding. 7th in scoring, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancer.
So Detroit going with an almost entire... Chicago calls timeout, and it's their first look at this year's Pistons here for the first game of the NBA's 2K regular season.
They swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancer.
The Bulls leading by 15. Bay and Grant are the forwards. Josh Jackson out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the...
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Grant with a screen on Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach Levine.
A big fan of watching Jackson work inside, using his body well to draw the contact. The D can't let him get that close to the basket.
For 2.
The first one falls.
And I feel like Josh Jackson is proof that the right mindset can go a long way for a player who wants to improve himself.
Oh, yeah, Greg, I think he took criticism about his game to heart and looked for ways to grow. Then he put in the work, and now he's performing at a higher level because of it.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
Shots good by Durant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's Joseph, and Paul with the block.
A solid shot blocker at his position. Boss length allows him to make a difference on this.
For 3, Durant, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Durant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Levine against Jackson. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. No good from Grant.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Stewart's checked in for Olin. And the Bulls making a change also. Payne, he's checked in for Vucevic. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Pistons passing it around. Joseph has an open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stewart with the steal. And it's Grant in the corner. To the middle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Because he attracts so much attention now, Grant has to be able to find the open man.
And Durant, here we go. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Cunningham is checked in for Josh Jackson. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, and it puts good pressure on the defense.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Cunningham's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Dwayne Casey says, "If we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen." Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Well, one thing, Chris, you got to love about Jeremy Grant is his raw scoring ability.
Yeah, he's a real volume shooter. He takes a lot of threes, but makes a lot. You can trust him to come up with points off that.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Grant. Now, here's Cunningham. Guarded by Levine, 11 feet away. Chicago grabs the miss. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Wasted no time on that one. Bulls got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Love how strong Grant goes up with it. Why settle for a layup when you got that type of a vertical?
Timeout for the Bulls. Hey, fans, who wants some free tea? Hey, it's your Pistons mascot.
For the Pistons, Trey Lyles comes in. And so is Chicago, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following half.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting, and this game is delivered as we've seen 2 top players battling mano a mano.
Yeah, man, this is what we were hoping for. The 2 alpha dogs are squaring off. And when the team leaders are...
All right, fellas, let's check in on our first half of action and the dominating performance for the Bulls.
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let your defense set up. So anytime you get a chance, go. You go. Kind of reminds me of me in the day. That's why they call me the Jet. Jack. Get down the court fast as you can. Come on, man.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Chicago right now, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Then it's Payne. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Durant in at the 4. 5 on the clock. Down low. Grant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first.
What I really love about Jeremy Grant is his work ethic. He's really put in time to improve his scoring.
Specifically, his jump shot. For a while, he didn't have the consistent 3-ball. Now, you got to at least honor it.
First one falls for him.
Some guys improve. Grant has gone through a metamorphosis offensively. I mean, completely different skill set now than what he started with.
And Grant drops them both. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside Durant. For the three, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Cunningham looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And for the Pistons, they're shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And it's Grant in the corner. Back to Joseph. Takes it inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Durant for 3. They get the rebound. Payne kicks to Durant. Outside, Levine. Durant finds Payne over Stewart. And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Durant. Payne's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Olynyk is checked in for Bay, and Josh Jackson subbed in for Cunningham. Tony Bradley's checked in for Chicago, and the shot is good.
And just so hard to stop DeRozan from making his way inside and generating points.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Joseph kicks to Grant. Here's Joseph. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Joseph's got 5 now.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
The lob to Bradley. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
2 minutes
Jackson passes to Stewart. Jackson kicks to Olynyk. Inside. Here's Grant. Not going to go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Hits the 3-point bomb. 9 points in the game so far.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Joseph against Durant. Grant. Chicago grabs the miss. Payne's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt him. Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
1:10 left in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Olynyk. Payne grabs the board. Payne's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Durant. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Joseph dishes to Grant. To end the run. And the rejection by Bradley. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
All right, look who's coming on to the
Miles check in for the Pistons. Deep
substitution on the court.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And DeRozan kicks the ball. Durant for 3. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Grant is out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Joseph in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Cunningham passes to Joseph. Over Durant. Durant with some nice D.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there it is for him.
Oh, look at that awareness of Paul. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Pass to Grant. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Grant sets a screen for Bay. Clock at 6. Over Levine. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Outside, Joseph. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Stolen by Levine. Durant against Joseph. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Chicago. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
And here are the Bulls now.
2 minutes remaining.
It's been
in the
13
game.
unanswered points for him. Got that one up quick. Durant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
But when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively. No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Shots good by Durant.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
Chicago foul. Durant.
Different look here for Detroit. Miles checked in for Grant. Jackson comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Diallo subbed in for Corey Joseph. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Jones checked in for Levine. And it's Brown in for Ball. Left side Durant. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You can tell they wanted that one. I know that's it.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
That free throw good from Diallo. Detroit making a switch. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to do. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the New Balance Player of the Game.